Are you finding it increasingly difficult to make ends meet while waiting for your Social Security benefits to arrive? Imagine waking up to not just one but two significant deposits hitting your bank account within the next 72 hours. That's right, you could be looking at a combined payment of over $6,000, dramatically changing your financial outlook almost overnight. The U.S. House Speaker has recently approved a groundbreaking dual payment system that could send $3,450 and an additional $2,940 directly into the accounts of millions of Americans. But here's the crucial part. If you're not prepared, you could miss out on these payments entirely. Picture what an extra $6,390 could do for you right now. Paying off lingering debts, completing long-delayed home repairs, or simply providing a financial cushion that lets you breathe easier. This isn't some exaggerated story or clickbait. It's real and impactful information that could affect millions of Social Security recipients. If you're not ready, you may miss your opportunity, which is why it's critical to take action now. In this article, we'll dive into the details of this potential windfall, how to make sure you're set up to receive the payments, and why it's so important to stay on top of these changes. By the end, you'll be equipped with the knowledge you need to take full advantage of these payments. The dual payment system. What's happening? Recent developments in Washington have led to the approval of a new dual payment structure for Social Security beneficiaries. This change means that some eligible Americans will receive two separate deposits, one for $3,450 and another for $2,940. Together, that's a whopping total of $6,390 that could land in your account within just 3 days. But how does this work? And do you qualify? The reason behind these payments is the rising cost of living, which has severely impacted seniors and disabled Americans. Inflation has driven up everyday expenses, and traditional Social Security cost of living adjustments, COLA, haven't kept up with the actual increase in prices. This dual payment system represents a shift in how the government is addressing the financial strain on Social Security recipients. The first payment of $3,450 covers the regular monthly benefit, which may already include recent adjustments. The second payment, worth $2,940, acts as a supplemental payment to help beneficiaries keep up with the growing cost of living. But here's the catch. These deposits aren't automatic for everyone. Not all Social Security recipients will receive both payments. And even if you do, timing matters. Therefore, it's essential to ensure your direct deposit details are current and accurate. Preparing for your payments. What you need to do. If you're eager to take advantage of these upcoming payments, there are a few things you need to check immediately. First, log into your My Social Security account and make sure all of your information is up to date. This includes verifying your direct deposit details and ensuring that your contact information, such as your address and phone number, is correct. If you're still receiving paper checks, you could face significant delays in receiving your funds, as mail delays could hold up your payments by weeks. Second, be sure to double-check that the bank account information you have on file with the Social Security Administration, SSA, is accurate. Even a small mistake, like one incorrect digit in your account number, could delay your payment or send it to the wrong account. It's essential to act now so you don't miss out on this vital financial assistance. When will these payments arrive? You might be wondering, when can I expect these payments? Typically, the SSA follows a payment schedule based on the recipient's birth date. For example, those born between the 1st and 10th of the month usually receive their payments first, followed by those born between the 11th and 20th, and finally, those born between the 21st and last of the month, 31st. However, this new dual payment system may follow a different schedule. Some recipients could receive both payments on the same day, while others may see them arrive on consecutive days. Therefore, it's important to monitor your bank account over the next 72 hours closely. Additionally, many recipients may not realize that some banks process Social Security deposits faster than others. Credit unions and online banks, for instance, often make funds available immediately, while traditional brick-and-mortar banks might impose holding periods. If you're looking to access your funds as soon as possible, you might want to consider switching to a financial institution that offers quicker deposit processing. Who qualifies for these payments? Not every Social Security recipient will be eligible for both the $3,450 and $2,940 payments. Eligibility depends on several factors, such as the type of benefits you receive, e.g., SSI or SSDI, your income level, and how long you've been receiving Social Security. New beneficiaries who started receiving payments within the last 6 months might only be eligible for the standard payment, not the supplemental one. Similarly, those with significant additional income sources might see a reduced amount for their supplemental payment. Potential scams. Stay vigilant. When a major change like this occurs, scams often follow. Some fraudsters may attempt to steal personal information by pretending to be from the SSA. Remember that the SSA will never call you to request personal information or ask for payment to process your deposit. If you receive such a call, hang up immediately. Protect yourself by remaining cautious and verifying the source of any communication before sharing sensitive information. Managing your payments. Smart financial decisions. These dual payments could arrive at a time of economic uncertainty, especially with inflation continuing to pose challenges. While it may be tempting to spend this extra cash right away, financial experts recommend being strategic with how you use it. Some people will find that this windfall can help with essential expenses, such as medical bills, utility costs, housing, and groceries. Others might use it to pay down high-interest debt, which can provide long-term financial benefits. For some recipients, setting aside a portion of this money for savings could be a wise decision. Building an emergency fund or contributing to retirement savings may be especially helpful in a time of financial instability. Tax implications. What you should know. It's also essential to be aware of the tax implications of these payments. Depending on your overall income, a portion of your Social Security benefits may be subject to federal income tax. This includes the supplemental payments. If you have substantial income from other sources, it's wise to set aside a percentage of these payments to cover potential tax liabilities. Additionally, discussions are ongoing about raising the income thresholds at which Social Security benefits become taxable. However, until any changes occur, the current tax rules remain in effect. Looking to the future, what's next? The introduction of dual payments may not be a one-time event. Some analysts believe that the current structure of Social Security benefits doesn't adequately meet the needs of beneficiaries in today's economy. The implementation of these supplemental payments may signal a shift toward more regular additional payments. However, much of this will depend on future economic conditions and political decisions. If you receive these dual payments, consider allocating a portion to your medical expenses through a tax-advantaged account, such as an HSA, if you qualify. This strategy could potentially lower your taxable income while ensuring that you have funds available for health-related expenses, one of the largest costs retirees face. Conclusion: what should you do now? Once these payments arrive, it's crucial to save and document your bank statement showing the deposits. This documentation is essential for future reference, especially if any discrepancies arise. Beyond that, it's a good idea to review your overall financial strategy. You might even want to consult with a financial advisor to help plan for the future. This could provide clarity on how to best use the extra funds and create a plan for long-term financial stability. If this information has been helpful to you, don't hesitate to share it with friends or family who rely on Social Security benefits. And, of course, stay subscribed to stay updated on future developments related to Social Security, Medicare, retirement planning, and more. The time to prepare is now.